What an exciting visa route I'm going to be talking about in today's video. A visa route which leads to permanent residency, which means if you get employment using this visa route, you instantly become a resident of the country. You may ask, what are the benefits of becoming an instant resident in a country? So before I dive into today's video, I'll start by telling you the benefits of becoming a permanent resident. It means once you're in the country, you now have the permission to stay indefinitely in the country. You have the permission to enter and leave the country multiple times in the first 2 years. You have the eligibility for citizenship. You have unlimited rights to study, live, and work in the country. You need to pay only domestic fees for education in the country. What I mean by that is, if you're in the UK, for example, if I was to send my son to university today, he will be paying as an international student because he is not yet a permanent resident in the UK. So if you are a permanent resident, it means you are only going to pay domestic fees, which are far cheaper than international fees. Last but not least, the advantage of becoming a permanent resident instantly is that you are eligible to sponsor your relatives. You can sponsor your relatives for a permanent residence visa. If you're new to my channel, my name is Pauline Popomoyo, and in this channel, we keep things real. If you're interested in relocating to overseas, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so that you never miss any of my videos. For now, let's get into it. So guys, in September 2022, New Zealand introduced a visa called the Straight to Residence visa, meaning if you use this visa route, you become an instant resident in New Zealand. The eligibility criteria for this visa is that you need to secure a job from the green list. A green list is more like a shortage occupation list here in the UK, and it is subdivided into two. There is tier 1 in the green list and tier 2, and if you use the tier 1 route, you become a resident. It is the straight to residence visa that you apply for. And if you use a tier 2 on the green list, you will apply for a work to residence visa, which means you will go and work in New Zealand for at least 2 years before you can become a resident of New Zealand, and 2 years is just a short space of time. So I'm going to show you examples of jobs which fall under tier 2 and examples of jobs which fall under tier 1. All forms of engineers fall under tier 1, including people like clinical psychologist, construction project manager, and under tier 2 we've got all forms of nursing jobs, plumbers, early childhood primary school teachers, secondary school teachers, just to mention a few. So I'll leave the link in the description box so that you see where your job falls under. Whether you are tier 1 or tier 2, there are opportunities for you. So now I'm going to talk of the eligibility criteria. So for both tier 1 and tier 2, you have to be 55 years of age and below. So I'm looking at 18 to 55 years. Then you have to get a job from an accredited employer. And what I mean by an accredited employer, I mean someone who is licensed to sponsor you from overseas. You also have to meet the health requirements for the residence visa categories. And by health requirements, we're looking at things like the TB test and medical examination. Then we have character requirements, where you're expected to be of good character, and you can be declined a visa if you've been involved in any criminal or racist activities, or if you've been deported from any other country. So you have to be of good character. Last but not least, you have to meet the English requirements. For example, IELTS, academic or general, a band score of 6.5, Other forms of English are acceptable. We're looking at things like OET or TOEFL. For straight to residency visa route, you have to meet the criteria which I've already mentioned. Also, your role must be in tier 1 of the green list, which I've already mentioned. Your role must be full-time, at least 30 hours a week, genuine and permanent, or be at least 12-month fixed-term contract. Then under certain circumstances, independent contractors are also eligible. And obviously, you have to meet the requirements for whatever job you're applying for, whether an engineer, electrician, you have to have qualifications for that job. And guys, what I can tell you is that New Zealand has opened its borders for overseas. Whether you're in tier 1 or you're in tier 2, there are plenty plus of vacancies currently open. So if you are interested in relocating to New Zealand, just comment down below and I'll come and share with you vacancies currently open in New Zealand so that you can apply and go and work and live in New Zealand. And the interesting bit is that some of the companies are offering sponsorship as well as full relocation package, and on top of that you can also travel with your family. So guys, this is all that I wanted to share with you. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up, share it with your friends who are willing to relocate to overseas. Engineers, doctors, nurses, teachers, psychologists, sociologists, construction workers, electricians, there are opportunities for all those people. So kindly share with your friends and relatives if they're interested, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so that you never miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Much love from me to you. I will see you in my next video. Bye.